started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Stidham. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Stidham. Screen play set up for Williams. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stidham sets to throw on 1st. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
This 2nd and 4. Stidham. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Broncos. Tim Patrick, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a 3rd-round pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the 2nd quarter.
is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. Rudolph looking to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Rudolph. Got his man. It's Warren. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. On 1st down, Stidham. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Guys ready to get it on right now? Do your thing. It's about that time.
Now Stidham on 1st down. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stidham. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Patrick. Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a good first half of football by Jarrett Stidham. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Rudolph now to throw. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. It's Rudolph. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Rudolph going to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He got out of bounds, that's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion. Now Rudolph. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield. Here's 2nd down and 3.
throwing here, Rudolph.
Situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. Rudolph. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. Again, it's Williams. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do